And welcome to the Spoiler Kings. And I'm all alone. There's no Will, there's no Tank. Tank is on vacation. Will has some things he had to get done. So it is just me, Bryon, on my own doing this movie review. So this is how we got, guys. All you guys me. I see Derpy Gaming has already been in there, our comments, so I told him we were going to start. I was trying to get something done for everything, but hey, look at this. Tank got on anyway. He's using his other account. He is on vacation. He has deserved it, and I'm happy that he's able to relax and go and enjoy the sunshine and all the beautiful weather out there. We got Derpy. Breaking news for Mario fans. Super Mario Brothers movie has been delayed until spring of 2023, April 28th, I believe. Wow. Wow. I was not expecting it to be pushed back already. That is breaking news. I can't believe that. That's crazy. The animated one. Yes, exactly one I was thinking about. I wonder why it got pushed back. And Tank is over here by the pool right now watching our show. So let's make him proud today, guys. I need all your help today. So let's get to our first topic, which will be the unbearable weight of massive talent. So here we go. Well, thank you guys for joining us on Spoiler Kings. We will be talking about the unbearable weight of massive talent. And actually, I'm not alone anymore. This is the best part of the whole day. We got Will coming in right now, so this is going to be great. Hey, Will.
What's up? I tried to hit you up on the messenger.
Oh man, it probably was me not paying attention.
So, all good. Hey, we're all here now. It's party.
We made it. Yes.
Sorry, I saw that you were live. I'm like, I messaged saying like, hey, if you don't get the message, then I'll go by myself in about half an hour. But you took the initiative, so thank you for keeping us alive.
Oh no,
so
definitely.
Which movie are you doing right now?
I was gonna start the unbearable weight of massive talent.
Okay, you want to go ahead and do the review?
Yeah, so
do the review, the trailer.
I said I didn't have a trailer because my internet is terrible, and I don't want to put anyone through that. So I was gonna go ahead and just read the plot for this time, and kind of give what our first thoughts of everything was.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's try this one more time.
I can put up the trailer if you like.
Oh, you got it? Yeah,
I got it right here.
That'd be great. Please.
Let's go.
So let's start this one more time. And we're back here. We're doing a review of the unbearable weight of massive talent by Nicolas Cage. The movie was great. Will's actually going to pull up our trailer right now, and let's watch it together. So if you guys don't mind, let's do this.
Let me know if you can hear it, okay?
Okay.
What's the worry here, Nick? You've lost some of your talent as an actor?
Can you hear that?
Yeah, we can hear it. Let's turn it up a little louder.
What did he say?
He says he loves you, but he went in
a different
direction.
Got that synopsis?
So Hollywood actor Nicolas Cage is struggling with his career after being passed over for several major film roles and constantly being pestered and tormented by Nikki, who appears to be him as his younger self. His relationship with his ex-wife Olivia and daughter Addie, who's been married for years, and he's emotionally neglected. Following an embarrassing and humiliating event at Addie's birthday party, Cage plans to retire from acting. Instead, he decides to accept this one vague offer for $1 million for a birthday party from his agent Richard Fink, that involves him going to an island owned by a billionaire playboy Javi Gutierrez and being a guest of honor at his birthday party.
Nick Cage.
Upon meeting Javi, Cage initially annoyed by his neediness and insistence for him to use improvisational movies based on the script he wrote. Soon learns how Javi's determination and It inspired him to quickly bond over his love of great movies such as the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari and Paddington 2, which was awesome. They become best friends despite his insistence on otherwise. Cage decides to help the CIA and trying to build a case against Javi.
The actor Nick Cage.
Basically, Cage and Javi end up with a standoff and with themselves, trying to figure out who is actually a bad person. And this is basically the whole movie, so I'm not going to talk about it much more.
All right. So, well done. And this movie only came out in theaters, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Good. And so, from the movie, it wasn't too long of a movie, right? It was only about 2 hours long.
Yeah, it wasn't even 2 hours long. It was like an hour 54 minutes, I think it was.
Oh, okay. Just under 2. Cool. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Have you already told the viewers yet about your likes and all that good stuff? Or
nope, we're just starting right now.
Perfect timing. Okay, cool. So let's get down to the likes. Let's see. Do we got that load? All right. You ready? Let's do it.
Yep. Let's go.
All right. So with The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, such a long title, by the way. Let's get down to the likes and I guess the positive things about the movie. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I could go first because honestly, I love this movie. I thought
Okay.
I love Nicolas Cage, so I'm just like them. All the people in the movie that just gaga over Nicolas Cage. Oh, it's Nicolas Cage! Look at him. I know that was perfectly. That's super me. You know, I love Face Off. I love Gone in 60 Seconds. I love all the great movies he made, and I know he made some terrible movies too. I love the concept. I love Pedro Pascal. I love Tiffany Haddish. I mean, it was hilarious. I was in the movie theater. There's only about maybe 30 people with me. And we were all crying, laughing. I thought it was supremely well done, a great timing, and Nicolas Cage does a great job of being Nicolas Cage.
I mean, who else to play himself than him, right? But yeah, anything else, or is that your main?
I know. I mean, I love the plot. I thought the plot was really good. I thought the story, the kidnapping. I knew Pedro Pascal couldn't have been the guy, so I loved every part of it. So I'm gonna let you talk about what you like, and then I have a few bad things, just a few.
A few. Okay, cool. So upon watching this movie, I really liked, as kind of you said as well, the comedic timing of a lot of the lines. Nicolas Cage, whenever I envision Nicolas Cage, right, I think of someone that is kind of like out of their mind, but someone that like still has direction in his moves, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So like, you mentioned Face Off, right? Him and John Travolta, and him and anyone that's paired up has like the best chemistry, in my opinion. So with Pedro Pascal, the cast just adds on to that masterpiece of talent that he can bring to the big screen. The one that really like came out the woodwork and made me laugh a lot was I forgot his name. What was his name? The guy from Mad TV, Ike Barinholtz, that plays Martin.
Yeah.
He's like, whenever he's just swearing up a storm or he's just like going apeshit on camera, I just die laughing. I really liked who else? Who else had Neil Patrick Harris. It's like the
hilarious.
Right?
Those bushes. I was like, it's like, oh, it hurts so good. Oh.
I wonder if that's an actual thing. I gotta look that up, but it's gotta be something in Hollywood, where pain is the therapy. But I just thought that was pretty funny. I really like the cousin, right? The cousin that's kind of introduced to Pedro Pascal's character, whose name is Javi, right? He's Javi. Mm-hmm. He was pretty nuts, and he did it well, like portraying, without saying too much, portraying like the nutsy cousin that just makes off the wall plays. Like I was like, oh, okay, cool. You got to have a good bad guy to counterpart the heroes, right? The heroes being Nicolas Cage. And they call him Nick Cage in here. I don't know if they kept saying Nick Cage, Nick Cage, Nick Cage, and someone called him Nicholas. So that kind of threw me off. But
I think if you know him, you probably call him Nick Cage, but then someone's just further away. It's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Tiffany Haddish, funny as hell. Just making an audible to like make him the CIA kind of recruit or whatever. That was funny. Overall, man, comedic timing was great. I love the cast, and the plot itself was something that I didn't expect. You mentioned that you knew early on who the bad guy was.
Yep, I knew Lucas was it immediately as soon as I saw him.
As soon as you saw him.
As soon as I saw him, I was like, yeah, that's him.
I saw him and it didn't dawn on me. I thought it was gonna be like him and Javi. Or I thought like Javi was the like the second hand man, like the one that wasn't the brains of the operation. Like I thought he was still bad the whole time. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, those are my main likes. Cast was on point. I feel like you couldn't have put anybody else into the mix and had the same movie. Like it just had the right feel for everything that went going for it. But yeah, with that being said, I think, have you thought of anything else that you liked? Sometimes I know like when Tank and I we'll think of like one last thing that really popped out.
We were just talking about that. It made me feel like the relationship between his ex-wife and his daughter and him, I like that too. Because it made so much sense, and it was good writing, obviously, because someone who's been through, when you're totally full of yourself, every relationship is about you. It's not about the other person; it's about you, and it hit so right on. It just made me laugh, and then I cared about them more because of that.
Yeah, true, and like, man, Addie, I almost thought that was his real daughter. Like she almost looks like him. I had to look it up on the cast. Like, hold on, is it his real daughter play? But no, it's someone else. And she really played the bratty, like, oh, okay, dad, like enough of your BS and all your movies. Like she played that role pretty well. So yeah, I agree. So, you want to get down to the bad things about the movie?
Yeah, see, I'm not gonna have a long list. I honestly, because I really like the timing of everything, and I think they gave just enough information about everybody to enjoy what you're seeing. I wish, I don't know how to say this. I wish there was more time between Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal. Actually, they were so good together. I felt like that combination was so good. Either that and give me a little bit more Olivia, his wife. Just give me a little bit of those things, and less of Nicolas Cage with young Nicky. Just leave me a little bit less of that, and I think I'll be okay.
I agree. From what you kind of piggybacking on what you said, I didn't really see Olivia playing like a big role in this movie, and in the end, like she had this acting talent out of nowhere where she kind of like plays the role. I'm like, damn, okay. She went from the makeup artist to like to like the whatever she was. I don't even know what she was, but she was like the one that kind of
the real one who was actually controlling everything. He became the backseat.
He really did, right? And again, piggybacking off of what you said, like their relationship, right? Javi and Nick Cage, they kind of reminded me of Step Brothers. Where like, you want to do karate in the garage? Yup. Yeah. Like they both just like bounce off each other so well, to where all their things about liking movies and like them making a movie together, I was like, man, this really reminded me of Step Brothers, and I totally agree. Like one thing that I feel like, just like how you said too, I totally agree, where they could have really shined is if they had more of those moments, more of those like things where they shared likenesses or shared, interests or whatever, like if they would have had a whole, stream pissing scene, that would have like been the topping icing on the cake right there. Or like, I don't know. They could have done so much more. But I'm not mad at like at how they did it. I wanted more. I felt like that was like a missed opportunity. And I just wish there was more Lucas, right? Like I feel like with having the bad guy in this, right? So there was supposed to be Javi, who was thought to be the like was it like
Kingpin, Judge King, the drug kingpin, the real
yep.
bad guy, but he had no idea what was going on at all.
No, he was just accepting money freely, from the actual bad guy. And I felt like we needed more of that kingpin status, right? Like if I would have seen Lucas like sniffing lines or something and like doing his own product, or like him, having an abusive power, maybe he shoots one of his own guys or something, that would have been like, oh snap, like that's a
Yeah,
bad dude.
yeah.
I needed more bad guy.
Even like it was like a meeting, like Javi had to go to Lucas's house for a second, and Lucas gets upset with somebody. Someone did something wrong. He shoots him right in the front, shoots him. Then makes you know that Lucas is that much of a boss, a kingpin. You're
Yes.
talking about cartel. So you talking about cartel. You a real boss, So, but you didn't
Yes.
get as much as you could have. And I think it was good casting. Just should have gave him a little more screen time.
Right. I feel like they should have had more callbacks too, because they had a nice handful, right? Callbacks to Nick Cage's movies, where they showed him. They mentioned Cruise, they mentioned Face Off, they mentioned all these iconic movies that we all know him from, right? I didn't see anything about Con Air unless I missed it.
They
But,
had
like,
a little because he had that little part for Con Air because when they were first introducing him, when he was like dusting off the bunny, and then
okay.
we had a hug with the hair. That's another bad thing I didn't like. Nicolas Cage's hair. His hair was awful. It was awful. It was just like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going to talk, but I mean, his hair was just like.
How'd you like the dyed beard? How does that that looked a bit overdone. I think it was done on purpose. I'm hoping the writers or the direction was on purpose to have him. He's so egotistical that he can't grow a gray hair. Like his beard, bro, it looked fake. It looked like it was just painted on or something. But that's one thing they could have, like, I think they did it on purpose. But if they didn't, then I wish they would have changed it. Or double down on how fake he is, or like have him look in the mirror every 10 minutes or something. I don't know. But yeah.
What
That's
about
it for me.
What about Gabriella? I thought Gabriella, who is Javi's love interest in this whole thing, besides the beginning when she told Nicolas Cage to get out of bed and go spend some time with Javi, I mean, you didn't really see the connection with them.
True.
Like they talked about it, they tried to insinuate it, but you didn't see the connection. I mean, I knew that was his love interest when he was talking about it, but I think they could have done a little bit more with that.
I agree. At first I thought she was just, and it sounds terrible, but I thought she was just like his maid or his like house management or something. And then when they talked about it later, like they mentioned it and it was so quick that I felt like I missed it, but I knew in the end that they were like together. But yeah, you're right. They didn't really show off that like love that they had for each other too much. And then the whole time, what?
I was like, like you think Pepper Potts with Iron Man, you think I was watching Star Trek, Picard with his house manager. Like you develop this care for each other. And you even the way that when someone walks in the room, you kind of stare at them. It lingers a little bit. That wasn't there. I felt that could have been a little bit better. I know this is such a small part because I love the movie, but it's just something that could have, I think enhanced it a little bit more.
I agree. Also, the girl that was kidnapped, right? I think it was like the general's daughter or something like that. I feel like she could have had a bigger role. She had like little to no lines, and I know like none, right? Yeah, she should have made like a little bit more of an impact, or like give me something. Give her hugging Pedro when she gets saved, or give me something like give her like an action scene to where she throws him the keys to something, or I don't know, like I wanted something extra from her, but we got nothing from her. And I know she's the victim in all of this, so she's supposed to be scared, she's supposed to be kind of closed off and whatnot, but I didn't even see the emphasis in her being the victim too much. Like as soon as she was saved, like I thought she was just one of the characters that was the main characters, and I was like,
because she kind of did, because immediately they turned into a movie. So
yeah,
we didn't get to enjoy her. One thing I did think was very weird was the Javi decided to drive into the U.S. Embassy. and still draw a gun out. I thought that was very strange. Even what drug kingpin does his own dirty work and would do that? Like in his country, you would think he would have someone in the embassy that could kill you. Like, why would I drive myself over there? That doesn't make any sense.
That's a definite plot hole. Yeah, true.
So,
but
yeah.
Overall, I agree with you. Well done movie. So we've gotten to the likes, we've gotten to the dislikes. Oh snap! I haven't even been checking comments like that. If I haven't said hi already, what's up, Derpy Gaming? What's up, Tank? Is that Tank in the comments? He should be enjoying his vacation. What's he doing?
Yeah, he has 2 different accounts he's on there.
Oh, okay. Back on my main account. Got it. What's up, boss? So cool. That's it for the most part. You want to get down to the ratings?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I was going to say while we were at this time, if we could look at Rotten Tomatoes, because I thought this was an unbelievable movie. I just want to know what Rotten Tomatoes really had on the movie.
Where's it? Okay, sure. So, yeah, you know what? Let's. You want to do the Rotten Tomatoes first, and then give our ratings?
Yeah, compared to it.
So Rotten Tomatoes are pretty neck and neck with how the critics and the audience scored. On the tomato meter, the critics gave it an 88%, which is certified fresh. So definite critic favorite, which is, I feel like that kind of surprises me. I feel like critics are really hard on these cliche type movies where they make fun of itself. I feel like they don't get the credit they really deserve. So for them to give them 88% is nice. And then the audience gave the movie an 87%, which is like right there. So everyone loved the movie, and rightfully so. So
Would it shock you if I told you it made less than $3 million at the box office?
Ooh, that does shock me. Damn. Is it? I wonder why. Why do you think so?
I don't think it was on enough screens. I thought people were like, "This is such a stupid movie," and even theaters didn't think that this is gonna be a really good movie. I think you put it on enough screens that this could have made good money. I think it still might be one of those movies that people start to tell other people about, and then next thing you know, it kind of catches on and starts rolling downhill. Because I wouldn't be surprised if its second and third week does better than its first.
Okay, I can see that happening, turning into like a cult classic even. I feel like it didn't do so well with making money, at least at the theater, was because I feel like the demographic that they were trying to reach was, I guess, an older demographic. So anyone who's like a 90s baby or older would know who Nick Cage is. Like, other than that, like the newer folks, they're gonna know him from Crudes? And they won't even know him for his actual acting. They're going to know him because of his voice acting, if they even know who he played in there. Unfortunately, I didn't watch Crudes.
Has he been out that long? Of movies? He's been on all the small indie films for such a long time. You're right. Wow.
So I was looking at his library of movies, and he was in a lot of movies. He kind of has been pretty damn active. It's just most of the movies that I've looked on his, on his filmography are just ones that don't pop. They don't really get like the recognition that they deserve, or they're just, I don't know, they just don't reach the right people.
That was funny because they called him basically the white Samuel L. Jackson. He never saw a movie script that he didn't like. It's like, I'm I'm an actor. I work. This is what I do. I act. It's like, this is my job. Like, well, really, you need to be in 150 movies in the last five years? That's all he does.
And also, too, I feel like people think, and I kind of think this too, right? I kind of said it earlier, that he's kind of losing his marbles a little bit. So I don't know if you saw that interview he did recently when he was promoting this movie. You saw about the suit? Oh my God, the plaid suit. So, man,
he's a special dude. And I think that's funny. That's what made this movie so funny, because I know so many things about him. I see all the crazy things he's been doing, and he made fun of himself throughout the movie about those things, and I appreciated that. Like, the song when he was singing to his daughter for her birthday.
Yeah.
What the heck?
This suit right here.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
that's too much. That's too much. Oh, this suit, right? The one right here. Bro, like he it was a simple question about what he's wearing and why he's wearing it. He could have been like, oh, I'm doing this to be different, right? He could have said so many other things. But if you've seen this interview, he says that he has this love for shortbread, right? Every time he goes to England or something like that, he has to get a box of shortbread. And I looked, I didn't even know what the hell shortbread was. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a thing of cookies,
It's cookies,
assortment
yeah.
of cookies.
It's like one
And
of those tens of cookies that you get at Christmas time.
yes. And the wrapping or like how it comes in this color. It's like a plaid red and black color. And he just goes on and on for a solid like minute and a half from what I remember of shortbread cookies and why he wanted to be dressed as the wrapper of it or something like that. That just shows me that he probably has just way too much money that he doesn't know what to do with. And
You know what? He doesn't have
he's-
that much money.
he
He
doesn't.
doesn't. No,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's just Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage. That's what it is.
Wow. Well said. Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage. I watched that clip like at least 5 times. I don't even know why I watched it that many times, but I've been seeing it pop up like on random ads or like I've been seeing it on TikTok and I'm like, man, this dude really like blowing this thing up about shortbread. I almost want to even try shortbread myself because if it's made him loony for it, what is it called? He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs almost, but shortbread. Yeah, maybe I want to try it out. You ever try shortbread?
I've had shortbread. I have shortbread pretty much every Christmas. My great grandmother used to give it to us. So
nice.
Okay.
Wowzers.
Exactly. I was going to tell you this, as Tank was saying. All his money goes to the IRS. That's why he does 100 movies a year. Tax fraud. He get caught.
Damn. Got him. At least he's paying his taxes, right?
Ow.
He said now.
Ow. Now he does.
I mean, you know, who knows how to manage their money that well when you get, past 6-7 digits? Nobody.
Everyone will have a problem. So that's just truth. But I don't know. I mean, I think, all right, one thing before we get into ratings. What about the kiss?
The kiss. Ooh, hold on. The kiss.
Him kissing. Spoiler alert, he kisses himself.
Oh, yeah.
Himself and grabs his own butt.
Was that okay? Hold on. I guess it's kind of a little bit of spoiler. Is that when he was on acid? Was then when did that pop up?
He was talking about doing these small movies, retiring, just doing indie films, doing it for the art of it. And he was like, "You're Nicolas freaking Cage!" And his younger self came back in, and they kiss each other. And he grabbed his butt. It was like, oh,
okay, now I remember. He keeps having these little which makes you think he's like losing his shit. He gets in touch with his younger and like previous selves of other movies. Was it like that?
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. And that was one of him where he had the no facial hair. He was all clean shaven. Yeah, that he loves himself that much. I mean, no kink shaming, right? But what was that? Asexual? Is that what that means? He's asexual.
I guess you love yourself so much. It's just unbelievable.
Oh my god!
Here you go. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, my bad. Tank says he bought a dinosaur head, some super rare Superman comic, which he is a big Superman fan, and so much Elvis stuff. Right when he had the long hair, he even did like a whole testing thing with the suit.
They had everything, but who was going to do it? Not Wes Craven. Oh my goodness, I'm blanking on who it was, but
same. Somebody big, obviously, right?
Yeah, he was going to be Superman. It was going to be unbelievable.
Was he going to do it with the long hair?
Tim Burton was going to be the director. Tim Burton was supposed to be the director for his Superman. It was supposed to be amazing.
With long hair.
Yep. And they just didn't go for it. Kind of fell to the wayside. I've seen a couple specials about it. So yeah, I would love to see it.
Interesting. I mean, he did late after that, he did later on he did play Superman, but as the voice of Superman in like some animated bit. I forgot where. I was looking in his again his filmography, and he ended up playing Superman, but as an animated voice. So
He was supposed to be in the turn of 99 to the 2000s. Early, he was supposed to be Superman.
man, imagine.
It would have been. I mean, things could have changed. I don't know. Probably for the worst because Tim Burton Superman just doesn't sound right. But so,
Tim Burton. When I hear Tim Burton, that's the one Nightmare on
right
what is
before
it?
Christmas.
Before Christmas.
Yes,
Oh God, Beetlejuice and all that. Wow. Yeah, I don't know
exactly.
how that would have went.
That's what it would have been. Yeah,
Spooky Superman.
it would have
I
been
mean,
hilarious.
that would have been cool. And then Tank says he was so bad with money and didn't know he had to pay. How do you not know you have to pay taxes?
It's a lot of people. So I heard about the story. So it's like, imagine you get $20 million and you get $20 million check. Like, here you go, $20 million. The smart person will go buy, if you go buy a house, go buy a $1.2 million house. You gotta pay your agent, you gotta pay all your bills, you do all those things, and then you gotta pay taxes, which is about 30% of that.
Oof.
You know, so you get $20 million check and you giving out another $6 million to somebody, and then you gotta pay taxes on everything. So it's hard, you know, it's very hard for you to be able to balance that money with you. You don't have an accountant to take that money away from you. So if you have a bad spending habit, as you saw Nicolas Cage in this movie try to buy a sculpture of Nicolas Cage, he was like, "Oh, that is grotesque. I'll offer you $20 million for it." He ain't had a dollar to his name. Offer someone $20 million for a wax figurine of himself.
You know what? I didn't even realize he was trying to buy that with all the debt he was in. I didn't. You now saying it? Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, he's bad with his money. Tank says he even named his son. That's wow. Named his son Kal-El, Clark Kent's real name in the comics.
Yep.
Really little Superman. I mean, I won't judge him for that. I named my son after a rapper, so you know which rapper I named my son after?
No.
It's not really like the full name of the rapper, but you know Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
So I named my son's middle name Gambino. So his name is Angelus Gambino Garcia.
That's a good. That's a good one. Gambino's a good one. That's fine.
I love it, man.
That's a good one. I like that.
Like I'm and then a side note, I'm really obsessed with Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. Everything he does, he touches is freaking diamond. They're not even gold, it's diamond. He's so underrated. When he was in the music scene, I feel like he was just so underappreciated, and now his music is going crazy. But yeah,
People didn't know how good he really is. I love Donald Glover, Childish Gambino. I love everything he did. You know.
yep. I named my son's middle name Gambino. I call him that. Like if I'm ever doing something and I'm trying to call him like code, you know, like if I'm not trying to like announce that I'm calling my son, I'll be like Bino, or I'll call him Gambino. So yeah, like I'm pretty sure like when I put my son in sports, like I put him in baseball or football or whatever, right? Probably gonna call him that, so no one sees it coming, type deal.
Dude, that is awesome. That's a good line. That is really good. I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I already jealous. I have all girls, but now I know.
How many girls you have? You have two?
Two girls. Two is expensive enough.
Salute. Salute, man. My wife is the only girl in my life, but man, do girls eat money? But yeah, as she gets a chancla ready to hit me, yeah. Gotta dodge that. So, yeah, Childish Gambino, again, side note, was amazing in Community. But yeah, getting back to Nicolas Cage, naming his son Kal-El. Sounds nuts, but you know what? I understand. So, you want to get into the ratings?
In the ratings, yeah. So,
All right.
you know, during we as Spoiler Kings, we rate things a little bit differently. We usually rate movies on a 3-part scale, either now, which means you need to get up and watch it right now, later, which means when you get some time, you can get watch the popcorn, maybe stream it, or never. If it ever comes out, avoid your eyes, avert your eyes. Let's try to not see it ever. Those are the three things. What do you got? What would you rate this one?
So with now, later, or never, I'm definitely gonna give The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Try saying that 5 times fast. I'm gonna give it a now. It was really, really well done. Super funny. Had me laughing like the whole time. And storyline was just, it was misleading for me, but in a good way. Like I didn't see where it was going. And that's a good thing when it comes to movies. It's always bad when you can prevent what the next move is, or when like, oh, the end's gonna be this. Like I didn't know what was gonna happen at the end. And I'm not good at this anyways. I feel like you and Tank are just really good with seeing all the foreshadowing and, oh yeah, this is gonna happen. Like I'm not that great at that, but for this one especially, I will give it a watch now, just because, like how you said earlier, Nick Cage being Nick Cage is just amazing on screen.
Yeah,
So
that's a good answer. I like that.
what about you? What do you give it?
I definitely give it a now. I feel like most people that watch movies, I think you saw the all the trailers and had no idea what this movie's about. You know it was about Nicolas Cage. That's it. If you give it a chance, you will die laughing. It's one of those movies that everyone will enjoy. I just wish that we knew a little bit more about it so we could get the word out. But I really believe this is one of those movies. If it doesn't hit big in the movie theaters, it's going to hit big on wherever it's Netflix or whatever it is, whatever streaming service it gets it. It's going to blow up because it's going to be one of those movies that you can watch over and over and over again. And Pedro Pascal did an amazing job too. It was well acted. It was overacted in the right spots. When they're doing acid, that was hilarious. It was so good.
Yeah.
It's a very good movie. One of those movies you watch and you feel better about your day. It makes you laugh and makes you cry laughing again. And you leave refreshed. Life is already serious enough. Why not have a good comedy to make you feel better?
True. Well said. Well said. So yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, man, just such a good movie to see. With that being said, would you watch this movie again? Is it one that you can keep watching over and over?
I honestly think this is one of those movies I will watch on TNT, TBS, FX, all those times, and I'm just going to stop and start watching it again because it's that good, that funny. I like that feeling, and they're not jokes funny. It's not like ha, that was a good joke. It's just the awkward scenes are so good. It makes you smile.
Yeah, true. I would definitely watch this again. I can't wait till it comes out streaming. I was a little upset that I couldn't watch it streaming, but like it got me to the theater, and I'm glad I got sight on the big screen. All the shooting and whatnot. So yeah, I would watch it again. Probably like a good handful of times.
Yeah,
I don't think I can get sick of this one because it really, like I said earlier, it reminds me of the Step Brothers, and they have that kind of relationship like that. So who knows? Do you think this could have like a part 2 even? They didn't really like hint at anything like that.
but it's Nicolas Cage. It's almost like his life, so it can keep on going. It'll be hilarious to see. But I can't wait to see it again, honestly, because I feel like this is one of those movies that I will notice something new every single time.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. You got anything else, or you want to go ahead and move on to the next movie?
Let's go to the next movie. Hilarious though.
Let's do it. All right. So, not doing that. Next movie that we are going to be reviewing is The Bad Guys 2022. There is, I think, a couple more bad guy movies that has the same name. So we've got to kind of emphasize that it's a 2022 animated movie from DreamWorks, right?
Is this DreamWorks?
I want to say it was DreamWorks. But yeah, I got the trailer ready to go.
Let's go. Let's watch it.
You got a synopsis for it, or you want me to read it?
I got a summary right here.
All right, let me pull up the trailer real quick, and let's go.
All right. So real simple. Several reformed yet misguided criminal animals attempt to be good guys, with disastrous results along the way. After a lifetime of legendary heists, notorious criminals Mr. Wolf, Mr. Snake, Mr. Piranha, Mr. Shark, and Miss Tarantula are finally caught. To avoid prison sentence, the animals outlaws begin to pull off their most challenging con yet, becoming model citizens. Under the tutelage of their mentor, Professor Marmalade, the dubious gang sets out to fool the world that they could turn. They're actually turning good. So that's kind of the summary of the movie. It goes more into it too. I mean, these guys, who's worse, a bigger bad guy than the big bad wolf?
True. Everything that you're scared of is put into this movie. Sharks, tarantulas, big bad wolf, piranhas. Everything that's ever been a villain is going to be in this movie, animal-wise. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the trailer. And with that being said, so yeah, I just confirmed it is DreamWorks.
It's DreamWorks.
I felt like it was like a Pixar movie. It was done very, very well, but we'll talk about that more right now. So to get down to the likes and the best parts of the movie, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go this time.
All right. So, with the bad guys, it's your typical like Ocean's 11 type movie. You got a bunch of baddies that love stealing, they love pulling off these crazy heists, right? And so, you know, who doesn't love a good heist movie, right? They've been done so many times, but have they been done animated? Not as many. So with this one, I feel like it did a really good job with just the look of the movie. They didn't make the big bad wolf, or Mr. Wolf as he's called, they didn't make him look too villainous, but I feel like that was a good job.
Yeah,
because
talking type of guy, which I thought was really good.
Right, he gives off the vibe that he's like, and they even say it right in the trailer that, you know, he's kind of borderline, you know, he's a bad guy and he's going on this, you know, streak of doing bad, but he gets judged by Dan Foxington. And so he has to prove, along with the other bad guys, that they can be good. And so I think that he was a really good character to be like the main bad guy. So without giving too much away, right? There's times where he has breaking moments, right?
Yep.
Excuse me. Where he does like a good deed, right? And he's known to do everything bad, but he has moments where he does a good deed and he gets praised for it. And so what does any dog type character do when they get praised? They wag their tail. So I thought that was just so key.
So funny.
Right? It was adorable and it was funny at the same time.
And you can always tell that he enjoyed doing that act. Like, even if he's trying to hide it, that was really cool. That's very key.
Right. I love that. I loved, man, all the characters, by the way. The cast for this one, Mr. Wolf is played by Sam Rockwell. I don't really know him from a lot of movies. I just, like, the main one that comes to mind for me is, I don't know why this one, but Charlie's Angels. With where he's like the bad guy in there. He has this real sly voice. Miss Tarantula is played by Awkwafina. Who I
don't like her, but
I don't like her.
I like her in this movie. I don't like her.
I don't like it because she be code switching, and she's just you know off screen. Yeah, you already know what I'm talking about. Yep. She be code switching, and when she gets called out on it, she backpedals and says, "Oh no, not me." Yeah, get out of here. She claims to like be, you know, because she's from New York, she gets to act a certain way. Not exactly true. Not for her, at least. But she was well done. She was like the techie kind of like the person in the van type person, you know, that handles all like the hacking and whatever. So she was really good in that sense. Who else?
Craig Robinson being the shark.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
That was perfect. I'm pregnant. Oh man, I didn't know he could do really good animated voices. Animated characters' voices, I should say. So yeah, Cass, Diane
I'm watching Killing It
Foxington.
right now, so every time I hear Craig Robinson's voice, I was like, "This is going to be hilarious." His voice just makes me laugh every
Yeah.
time I hear.
And I never realized until recently, the homie's from Chicago. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
Craig
Where he's
Robinson.
from?
Yeah, definitely.
Man, I did not know that. And he has that vibe too. I almost like knew it before I didn't know it, but like I just never confirmed it. But I think the wifey told me, and I was like, damn, that's cool. Mr. Snake, who I don't know who the hell Mark Maron is, and
Yeah.
shame on me, but like, man, Mr. Snake does a really good raspy, like bad guy voice where he almost sounds like he's Italian or something. I don't know. Um,
I thought it
but
was, I
yeah,
mean, it was very well cast. I remember he was on. I know I seen him on Comedy Central. That's why I can't think people think about. I think he was on with Conan O'Brien too, but I remember him on Comedy Central more than anything. So
true, true. And then another big character is Professor. Damn, how do you even say his name?
Marmalade.
Marmalade. That's right. Sorry, this thing won't even show the whole name. Professor Marmalade. And man, very unsuspecting character. Again, I did not see it coming. Did you see it coming? Without
No,
saying
I
too
didn't see
much.
that coming at all. I was like,
Oh,
really?
nice.
Of all, really, you?
Mm-hmm.
You're the one changed everything. What?
So without saying too much, like the bad guys, they got to pretend to be good because they got caught in their last heist, and so Diane Foxington, who plays a fox, she's like the mayor of the town.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, throw these bad guys in jail, right? And Professor Marmalade is like, hey, I had this whole philosophy that, even bad people can have a good side to them. And if you allow them to change and give them a chance. So that's what they're given. They're given a chance to act good, right? Under his supervision, under his like care or whatever you want to call it. And so, man, I will say that, you know, the ending threw me off completely with who the bad guys really were, without again saying too much. I know we're the spoiling kings, but we'll kind of get to that near the end.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't see it coming. I thought so. Just I'm gonna give you a little tidbit, and which I really loved. Right, whenever you have a group of bad guys, I always feels like there's a power struggle and who wants to be main guy, or
Yep.
like if one's throwing and the other one will tries to like betray the other one. So I really thought that Mr. Snake, I thought that he was gonna be the initial bad guy to where he double crosses Mr. Wolf. Right, Mr. Wolf is having this whole thing to where he's having like good tendencies, and I love that about the plot because that power struggle is what kind of gives a movie kind of character and gives it a little bit of like thickened spice, if you will. So I love the plot. I love the characters. Well done. The imagery itself too. I don't know if you can call it
Beautiful. I thought it was
cinematography.
really good cartoon looking. I mean,
hmm
well drawn.
Like they were personified, right? So it was animals talking and whatnot, but it wasn't too cartoony. It was like actual things that you could see happening in the real world, almost at least. So I like that. I like how they didn't double down too much on the cartoon part of the aspect. And I watched this with my son, right? So
I know
you
he
know,
loved that. That'd be
he
great.
loved it. He loved it. Even right now, right? As we were playing the trailer and he was saying goodnight to me, he's like, Bobby, look. And he was pointing it out because he loved it. He could not stop talking about it after we got home. But yeah, that's pretty much what really got me. The cast, plot, and the ending. Ending to a really good heist movie. But what about you, man? Anything else besides that that really stuck out to you that you
I
liked?
remember when I watched it, it reminded me watching Despicable Me the first time.
Mm.
It gave me that type of vibe. You could tell, like, yes, the bad guy, but smooth talking, has some good parts about him, and you could tell that's going to come through in the end. And it wasn't just Mr. Wolf, even though it was focused on him. It was all of them had some good parts to them, and
Mhm.
you could tell that, And Mr. Wolf could only hold it up so long. But as you said, his tail was always a dead giveaway because He's a dog, and he wants to do good. He wants to be the good guy. He's trying to fight against it, and I love that. But it was like he was having an identity crisis. The more he did good, even if he was trying to pretend like he was only doing good, gave him more of an identity crisis. This is why I actually like to be, but I'm the bad guy. I have to be the bad guy. And trying to prove that he's the bad guy just pushed him towards being the good guy more and more. And I thought that was really good. I like that thought. You know, and I think it's the duality of everybody. Everyone has both good and evil inside. And I think that's what this movie really hits on, because even the good guys are the bad guys and the bad guys are the good guys. You know, that's just kind of how it goes.
Yeah. I want to say my favorite good deed that it was like the second thing that Mr. Wolf does was saving the cat out of the tree. So funny. I didn't think that could be that funny, but man, that cat, everyone starts like yelling, like scaring it more. In my head, I'm thinking like, bro, like, what do you think the cat's gonna do? You yelling at the cat in a tree. So that was a nice deed. He ends up, flipping it, and I forgot what he does actually, but he gets the cat to come down. He's like, approaches it nicely. And then, that was the first good deed. It goes viral. So I kind of like the idea that us being in modern times, when a video clip goes viral, everyone talks about the viral clip. They even call it, look at this thing going viral. They mentioned that someone was recording or I think Professor Marmalade was recording, and then he posted. So that was pretty cool. I love the modern aspect. I love how they bring old school values or old school, plot lines where it's a heist and then give it like a new look. So that was really nice.
So you said Ocean's 11. I said I thought about Despicable Me. I thought about Suicide Squad. All these bad guys doing good things, but then even in the end, it's still a cartoon. They're not really even bad guys. So the guys who we consider bad are pretty good, and guys we think consider good, just like Waller, are really bad. They're really terrible people, and that's what kind of drove me in that this movie the most more than anything. I thought it was good casting. Their voices were really good. I mean, I don't like Aquafina, but you could tell she fit being a snake. I mean, a snake, a tarantula, a spider. Yeah. It just made sense. It fit. Sam Rockwell, the wolf, acted like smooth talking, quick thinking, fast acting guy. So I just thought that was really good. So.
Agreed. I guess we'll get into the ending a little bit later. So let's get into some of the bad stuff. You want me to go first this time?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I will say, damn, I don't really have too many bad things for this movie now that I'm thinking about it, but
it was only an hour and 40 minutes. My children stayed entertained the entire time.
Good.
That's key for any good kid movie. The kids going to sit down and watch it? And it kept it in their terms too. I like that. Everything was really good. So I don't know what bad. What bad is
so I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but maybe I wanted more from the character Misty Luggins, who I think is the cop or the chief of police. So she does a really good job. She's played by Alex Bornstein, who's really known for Mad TV. That's where I know her from, at least. She plays Lois Lane or no, Lois from Family Guy. But she had this role where she's a chief of police, and she's kind of like not the smartest, and she gets outwitted many times by the bad guys, which is how it's supposed to be, right? But I feel like she kind of had more of a role. She could have been on their tracks more. She could have been utilized just more for me. And then even at the end, right, where she has the ability to put the bad guys away, like she could have popped more to me. Like she's like, oh yeah, me, I get to, oh yeah, well I should have a speech, blah blah, and that was cool. But I felt like I should have gotten more Commissioner Gordon vibes or something. I don't know. Okay. Like again, I don't have the worst things to say about this movie because it was just really well done in my opinion. And that's saying a lot too. And DreamWorks, they make pretty good movies. But if it's a Pixar or a Disney movie, they knock it out of the park every time. They have little to no, bad things to say about it. So for them to pretty much, in my opinion, to compete with Disney Pixar, man, well done. But that's a bit from me. The whole plot twist and like who the actual bad guys were, so well done. I can't change what they did.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything to be more creative. Not that I'm the most creative, but like I usually have something to say about what they could do differently or add on, and I have nothing. What about you, man?
Only thing I could have had a little bit more Craig Robinson.
Oh, okay.
What's the guy? The Piranha. I had a little bit more well-rounded characters, a little bit, but I mean the focus is on the Mr. Wolf, and then with the Crimson Paw. Those are that's the focus, And I thought that it just did such a good job with it, and it wasn't too complex of a scenario. Like, no, just the good guys are the bad guys, the bad guys are the good guys. Very simple, and they had someone to blame their crimes on. It was really simple, and that's why I'm glad they kept it simple, and they had good voice actors, and it was well done. So, I mean, give me more Craig Robinson because I just like him, but not because it helped the movie or hurt the movie. I just like it. But
Yeah,
this
he's so
good.
funny.
And we're talking about how good this movie was. It was number one in the box office this weekend. Number one.
Damn.
So
Wow. Oh, you know what? That's something I missed on the previous one. But yeah, number one at the box office. It beat out Massive Talent, Variable Weight of Massive Talent.
So Massive Talent only made like $3 million, and this did 24.
24. Pretty low at the box office this weekend, but 24 still puts up some pretty good numbers.
Yeah.
That's domestically, or is that worldwide?
I think that's domestic.
Okay, so hopefully it did better overseas. But yeah, wow, number one at the box office, and I think it fits right there. Well, I don't even know what other movies really came out worth caring about. We were going to talk about that other movie. You mentioned it last week. Do you remember the other movie that came out this week?
The Northman.
The Northman.
Yeah, Northman. He was also up there. I think that was like third or fourth.
Okay. But I'm pretty happy with these two that we decided to do this week. Did you get to see The Northman at all?
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I'm gonna save it for Tank for that one. I was like, oh yeah, we could definitely watch that. But a lot of people were going to that movie theater. For some reason, when I went to AMC, they were doing it in IMAX because it's just that many tickets. So I was like, the Northman? What?
Okay.
Whatever.
Whatever does it justice, right? Cool. You want to get to the ratings?
Yeah, let's do this right now.
All right. You want me to say it? You want me to say it?
You go, because this is your baby. Because I'm looking at the box office movie overall for everyone.
Bet.
Sonic was number 2.
Number 2, Sonic.
Sonic was 2.
I mean, I'm not that surprised. It's a damn good movie.
And then Fantastic Beast was 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised about that one. That should have been like 5.
Well, so Sonic was number 2 last week, and still number 2. So still jumped in front of Fantastic Beast. Fantastic Beast was number 1, went down to number 3. The Northman was number 4, and then Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent worldwide did $7 million.
Snap.
$7 million, and the bad guys worldwide did 24.
Okay. All right. So here at the Nerd Huddle, us Spoiler Kings like to review movies a little bit differently. We don't use the 5-star rating. We don't use the thumbs up, thumbs down. We have our own special way that you see down below. So we're either going to rate a movie a watch now, a watch later, or a watch never. A watch now means, man, this movie's top priority. Go see it right away because it's that good. Spend all your money towards it. See it maybe 2-3 times. Who knows? A watch later means the movie was okay. It's worth waiting. You don't have to watch it right now because there's other ones that are worth it. Maybe catch it on streaming. And then a watch never means don't give this movie any time of day. Do not spend your coin towards it because it is pure and utter trash. With that being said, You want to go ahead and give your rating on the movie?
So I'm going to put it like this. If you guys like Despicable Me 1 or 2, if you laughed at any Shrek movie ever, if you like any of these good animated movies, you're going to love this movie, and it's a super now. This movie is hilarious, has good character, good character development. Kids will like it. Adults stay entertained. It is a definite now. I will go see. I'm probably gonna go see it again this week. Just be totally honest. It's probably gonna be watched Wednesday again. So just saying, it's literally that good.
Dope. Love it. Love to hear it. And I'm gonna be right there with you. So I'm gonna give The Bad Guys 2022 a watch now as well. Just for again the other fact that it's great animation, great to look at. Has stars as Craig Robinson, has Zazie Beetz, who's been blowing up the past few years. She's known for like Deadpool. She's been in drawing a blank. She's been in a lot of stuff recently. Aquafina, not the biggest fan of her, but she does pretty well as a techie person.
She has a following, so you know.
Sorry for those guys. Anyways, Mr. Wolf, Mr. Wolf, played by Sam Rockwell. Just amazing cast, amazing plot. The plot twist got me bad. Got me really bad. So when you find out who the actual bad guys were, you kind of lose your shit for a second. My son didn't really understand right away. He was like, huh? Like that guy, he's bad? And I was like, yeah, he's bad. Look at him. The hair's all messed up. But I don't know why that played a role in his being bad, but just, yeah. So I'm definitely gonna give it a watch now. And I would definitely watch this again. You mentioned that you're gonna watch it again, so yeah, I'm probably gonna watch it again. If there's nothing else, depends on what's playing next week, and depending on how the weather is. If it's raining outside, then yeah, we're probably gonna hit up theater. If it's sunny for a change and stays sunny, then I might go outside and then catch this when it comes out streaming in 45 days or something.
Yep.
It's like the usual take nowadays. But yeah, overall, really good movie.
On IMDb, I mean on box office, that's really good for a movie that you didn't know what to expect from.
Yeah.
But at least it's well done. I'm glad they didn't try to rush this movie. This is one of those movies that you can watch a couple times over and over again, and especially because April showers bring May flowers. A lot of times, you get those rainy days. Kids are all for school, and you want them to get tired. You want to do something that's not as expensive. Go to the movie. Go see The Bad Guys. We're telling you to go there. It's worth your time. So yeah, trust us.
I agree. And then over here on RottenTomatoes.com, the critics as well as the audience thought very highly of the movie of The Bad Guys. So on the tomato meter, the critics gave it an 86%, which is certified fresh, very, very high up there, with how well the movie was done and received. And then the audience gave it a 93%, which that is really, really good. That's like Harry Potter first trilogy good, So yeah. Everyone loves the movie. These past two movies are just really, really well put together. So yeah, makes sense.
You can watch them together. Like me and my wife went and saw one, and we brought my kids later that day to go see The Bad Guys. So it was a full day. It was a full good family day, and we were able to enjoy it together. So this is what it's all about. I mean, being able to spend time with your family and get lost in the tale. And I think that's what both these movies, that you have a storyline that's good enough to get lost in and to really just enjoy. You leave out of the movie theater thinking that was a good movie. I enjoyed that.
True. Even some of the critics, I'm going to read just two that are worth it. Someone said out of the critics, if The Bad Guys doesn't enter the top tier of the animated echelon, can't say that word, it's still a fun time at the movies and a strong calling card for a paraphil as an animation director to watch. Yeah, I think it's really high up there. You mentioned Shrek, who's also by DreamWorks. Yeah, definitely up there with Shrek. I don't know. Every time I see animated movies nowadays, I'm not like expecting the most. We did that trailer watch for damn, I can't think of the name.
Paws of Fury.
Yeah, Paws of Fury, and I'm just like, oh nah, like
The
I'm not
Samuel
thinking how
Jackson.
either.
Have you seen my movies? But you can't curse. It's a kids movie. It's like, come on.
Oh my god. Like I'm thinking that we're gonna get that type of quality, and I can't really speak on that. I know the movie hasn't even come out yet, but just from the trailer alone, so this one really surprised me. Another critic said the animation is outstanding, stylish, and dynamic when it needs to be. Touches of anime, especially with the police officer, true, and a bit of hand-drawn feel to prevent CGI over perfection. That's exactly what I was thinking. They didn't go over the top with the animation or like the cartoonish aspect of, the movie. They really kept it true to like the real world, but in a cartoon way. So, yeah, they were personified characters, but they weren't doing Wile E. Coyote type stuff. I don't know if people even know Wile E. Coyote, but I
That's
mentioned
too
him.
little for everybody.
Yeah, I only mentioned him because I just finished watching Space Jam like for the thousandth time. My son saw it. He's like, "Yeah, can we watch that?" Sure. And yeah,
That's awesome.
good
That's a
times.
good one.
Right.
Good job.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, that's good parenting right there. Watching Space Jam is good parenting.
The first one. The
Yeah,
second one, I did not. I
all
forgot
right.
what rating I gave that movie, but it's just
I'm not a LeBron
it,
James.
it tried too
LeBron
hard.
James. No, I'm okay.
We need I know Tank has it, that sound bit. But we got it right here. LeBron James. But yeah, I think that's about it for me. I don't think I have any last things. You got anything else for the movie?
I literally put this on the same level like Despicable Me. When I saw the
Mm.
first Despicable Me, that's how the feeling I had. Despicable Me 2 is better, but Despicable Me, the first one, is that quality. This is a good movie. This is a good quality film that you can enjoy watching with your kids.
I
Or
agree.
pretend like you have kids and go see it anyway.
True. It's worth it, man. Like you can
Tank,
go
I'm
by
talking to
yourself
you.
and see this. Bring the wifey, you can always do that. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up. If you guys haven't already, subscribe. Let's see if I did this right. Yeah, there you go. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Spoiler Kings, youtube.com/Spoiler Kings, where you can catch us for all of our amazing content where we review blockbuster movies, brand new. We can do classic ones we've done in the past. Over on, is it Wednesdays? Spoiler
Wednesdays.
Kings. Wednesdays, the Spoiler Kings also reviews current TV shows that are popping. I'm so sad that what is it, Bel Air finished, so now we got to fill our days with other stuff, right?
It's okay. You know why?
Mhm.
11 days.
Until I'm
Doctor
missing
Strange.
it. Doctor Strange, the movie. No shit, it's so close now.
It's so
I felt
close.
like
You can feel it.
I've been thinking for so long it's been out of reach. Like, oh yeah, we'll see it soon at some point. And now it's 11. Less than 2 weeks. I can say with confidence.
10
Less
days.
than 2 weeks.
It comes on Thursday, technically. So because it comes on a
Man.
Thursday, it's 10 days. So we're almost there, guys.
And then Multiverse of Madness. I can't wait. But on Wednesdays, Spoiler Kings, which this week, I'm caught up right now. I think I'm caught up at least with Halo and Moon Knight. So
Yes.
Moon Knight, I have to remember Moon Knight comes on the day Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So I will be caught up.
Yeah.
Does it come out like in the morning? I gotta like really plan my day.
like 1:00 in the morning, Tuesday night or Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. So
Okay.
you will be able to stream it right away.
I will be there this time for sure. I've been wanting to come every damn Wednesday, but life is kicking my ass right
exactly.
now.
You have to. Life happens, and life is real.
Yeah.
So this is what we
Hell
got.
yeah.
I
But,
do want to say thanks to everyone who has subscribed. We have 185 subscribers right now, and we're on our road to 200. So we get 15 more. We're definitely gonna do something big. I know, Will is the king of all the videos, so we'll have some type of TikTok or something that we're gonna get you guys excited for getting to 200. So without you guys, we wouldn't be doing this, and I appreciate you guys watching us. And our fearless leader, Tank, even though he's on vacation still, He did Our Flags Mean Death, which is a great pirate movie. I have actually started with what's it, Tai Waititi, whatever, Waititi, whatever his name. I was just started, and it's actually really, really good already. So he did the whole season 1 review. So we're gonna I think it's released tomorrow. So we gotta get online, go to YouTube and check that out. I think you're really gonna enjoy what Tank put out there.
Hell yeah. Can't wait. Tank, if you're watching still, man, enjoy your vacation, man. He sent us a nice panoramic view of where he was at, which I think
by the Gulf of Mexico, because he's in Florida.
Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
Man, that looked nice. Great camera. I don't know what camera you had, but I think it looked nice. The view is amazing. We hope you're enjoying your vacation to the fullest.
And
Don't worry about us.
We're definitely jealous, just so you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. But keep us jealous, bro. Have fun.
Exactly.
And I think that's about it. So let's see. Last things, stay in school. You got anything else, Bryon?
Just can't wait to see you guys on Wednesday. We're gonna, as we said, Halo. We're talking about Moon Knight. I think we're gonna have a big show for this Moon Knight episode 5. I think we got a lot of information now coming in. I can't wait to see it.
It's not going to be the season finale, right? I think that we talked about that last week. It's the one right before the season finale.
So this is So the season finale is 6. So this is the one right before. So episode 5 always gives you what direction we're going with our season finale. So that's why I'm really excited to see what direction we end up going in.
Okay, hell yeah, I'll be there. I will be there. We will be there. Cool. With that being said, thank you guys. Have a great night, and don't forget to subscribe. Hold on.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.